Hey guys and girls, welcome to another maths examples video here, where we just take up some questions and we answer them and make sure we learned everything that we talked about in the tutorial series. So here we go. Here's some questions on fraction simplification and fraction extension, right? So it's really important to know and why we do certain things and how you can for the future um, for the future tutorials that come after this specific episode, how to multiply and add with fractions. So you need to know this. This is like a core rule here that you need to know. That you can change anything in a fraction as long as you do the same thing on the top in the denominator as you do in the denominator. So that's the most important rule. You have to do the same thing in both the parts of the fraction. Okay, so let's just get started. Take your time, pause the video now, and answer these questions as well as you can. Okay, pause it and just do it, and in a few seconds we'll just go down and go through the correct answers. So there you go. I hope you paused it and I hope you did your thing. Let's go down and see what's going on. So the first question is 3/6 the same as 12/24? Now if you remember correctly, the same fraction can be written in several different ways, right? It depends on what how you have multiplied both these parts of the fraction and how it looks. So yes, it is the same thing. And why is it the same thing? Well, 3 multiplied by 4 is 12 and 6 multiplied by 4 is 24, right? So we did the same thing in the numerator as we did in the denominator. That means there's the same ratio here between both the top and the bottom, and these will give the same decimal value, 0.5, right? And they're the exact same value. It's just that they're written in a different way. So yeah, there we go. It's like our pizza we had. We divided in 2 or we divided in 4. As long as you mark those the same amount of the pizza, you still have the same value, right? So let's go on to the next here. I hope you understood that. Is 2/5 the same thing as 40/100? So we have an even bigger number here. But yeah, it is, right? It is. So if we added this with 10, okay, we multiplied both of these with 10. We'd have 20 divided by 50. Okay, then we multiplied both with 2 again. We'd have 40 divided by 100. So it's the same ratio. It's the same number underneath. And yeah, that makes it exactly the same thing. Now this decimal value is a little weird because it's not going to be even and stuff like that. So I'm not going to print that out. But it has the same decimal value. But yeah, and then the next one, let's just see. Yeah, the next one is 2/10. Is that the most simplified way to write this fraction? It isn't, right? It isn't. 1/5 is, because you always want to remember to always simplify your stuff. If your teachers see that you're not simplifying things in the end, every time after every calculation to its most simple form, they're going to be mad. All right, that's not going to be good. So what you want to do is you want to always calculate, and then you'll have a number like this, and you'll say, "Oh, okay, I'm done." No, don't do that. Take this and just look at it for a second. Say, can I write it in a more simple form? Like shorten it down, So 1/5 is the same, right? We divide both sides with 2, and we get 1/5 because we can. There are some scenarios when you can't, and that's the most simple way to write it then. But at least check, see if you can. So yeah, 1/5. And then here we go. We got some simplify questions. So simplify 6/8. So what do? We can divide both these with 2 first. That will give us 3/4. And then we can't keep going, right? 3 and 4, you can't divide it with the same number. So that's the most simple way, 3/4. 7 through 9. Here is a good example of the most simple form directly, because 7 can't be divided by anything evenly, right? 9 could with 3, but we can't divide 7 with 3. So there is nothing we can do here. We can divide both with 1, but that would just give us the same number. So 7 through 9 cannot be simplified. And 10 through 500, we'll just divide it straight up with 10. We'll have 1 through 50. Bam. Easy. Okay, so extend 2/6. This is the other way around when you can extend stuff. So it has the same denominator as 18. Remember, this is the denominator. So we want the same denominator. So we want to multiply 6. We want to see if we can do this. Well, can we get 6 to 18? Yes, we can, right? We can do multiply by 3. So if we multiply the denominator by 3 to make it the same, we have to do the same on the numerator. So that gives us 6. So we would just do 2 times 3 through 3 times, or 6 times 3, which gives us this. And it's done. Perfect. That easy. Extend 3 through 7. So it has the same denominator as 6 divided by 12. It is impossible because we cannot get 7 to become 12. There is nothing we can multiply 7 with to make it 12. So this is something that is impossible. 3 could become 6, of course, with 2. But if we multiply 7 with 2, it would give us 14. So this is impossible. Impossible. You don't want to do that. Okay? And here are the final, like, kind of important things, just to make sure you understand that fractions are actually decimal values in the end. They're just different ways to write them. So how is 0.5 written as a fraction? Well, 1 divided by 2, right? That's the most simple way you can write 0.5. 1.2. But then you have a lot of other examples. You have 5 divided by 10, 2 divided by 4, 500 divided by, or 500 divided by 1,000, 50 divided by 100. Any kind of 0.5 value you can write. But 1 divided by 2 is the most simple way to write it. 0.25 as a fraction, well, 25 through 100, right? I think that's the most simple way you can write it. There are probably easier or other ways you can do it, but this is the one I figured out. You can divide this by 5, of course, and then you'll get a easier. So what would it be the most simple version here? We'd have 5 divided by 100. What's that? 10, 20. So 5 by 20. 5 through 20. Can we divide this by 5? Yes, 1. Of course. 4. I'm such a dumbass. I'm sorry. I'm tired. It's morning here. I'm really tired. Of course, 1 divided by 4 is the most simple way to write 0.25. Wow. Well, there you go. Even I'm learning something here. Well, how is 2 divided by 10 written as a decimal value? Well, 2 divided by 10 is easy. 0.24. Very easy. And we could simplify this even more. 1 through 5. 1 divided by 5. So there you go, guys and girls. Here are your answers. Here are your questions. I'm going to write this up and copy it into the comment field or in the description box in the video, so you can see these questions later if you need them. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. Go watch the tutorial if you didn't. Just make sure you're on track with your studies. And if you follow all these, I'm sure you'll have a good base to continue studying in university level and all that stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching again, and take care. I'll see you in the next video.